Hello everybody and welcome back to the world of Subnautica. Now many of you have been giving me some very good suggestions about where to take the modded series that we've been doing, for a couple months now. And today, well, we're going to be transforming Subnautica into a horror game. I'm going to be combining some of the mods we've already seen on the show and some which are completely new to see just how terrifying we can make this game. Now, of course, all of these mods will be down in the description as well as a link to my tutorial on how to use them. So without any further ado, snuggle up to your teddy bears, get a cup of hot cocoa, and let's go. Now of course everything begins at the loading screen. Using the custom loading screen mod, you can put just about anything here. I chose this pretty spooky picture from Subnautica, but hey, if you have others that trigger tasselophobia, please go with those. Okay, now here we are in the world, looking as bright and as beautiful as ever, which is a big problem, because we don't want that. Now the first place we're going to start is just by using shaders. Now there are a few options that I've explored in my previous video, but I think I've selected the one which best fits this challenge. And so here we are with the Aeonic Subnautica shader. Now this one I've already featured in my episode, and yes, it is technically more of a recolor than an actual shader, as you guys let me know. But the main reason I'm choosing it is not because I think the days look particularly good. In fact, I think these are not actually as great, but because the nights are completely pitch black. In the middle of the night, you really have to utilize your flashlight to see anything. So I think that's going to fit our playthrough just fine. But there is another thing. I think the base flashlight in the game is just not really scary because of that blue light, but that is fixed with a very simple mod called white lights. What this one does is it simply changes the light of all of your equipment to be white, which in my opinion is just a lot scarier. I think the bluish turquoisey flashlight color is very cool in the base game, but it doesn't really lend itself that great to a horror game. And I mean, look at this. Tell me this does not look just horrifying. Alright, we're going to need the help of a prawn suit to demonstrate this next mod. Now normally, the prawn suit lights are quite crappy, as in there was a bug in the original game which made them be not volumetric. They wouldn't really give that shine through water vibe as well as the sea moth ones did, but well, that is fixed with simply the volumetric prawn suit lights. What it does is incredibly simple. It doesn't really change your perspective from the inside, as you can see. However, should we take them outside, you can now see that they have the same cone-like effect that you would get from the sea moth, and I just think that looks very cool and very scary. I don't even know what that dark thing is, but I'm just gonna go away from it. Oh, that is a stalker. Alright, so let's go do a bit of exploring, shall we? I think this already qualifies as a deep sea Subnautica exploration game. Can you imagine that this is just set at the bottom of the void and we get to explore like these insane crushing depths? Oh, that would be so freaking sick. Alright, but let's say you don't just want to be scared when you're outside of your base, you also want to be scared inside. And well, this base, it's so nice, but it's just a bit too well lit, don't you think? Well, we have a way to fix that with the light switch mod. All that does is, yeah, it simply turns off the lights, meaning so that even inside of your base, even with full power, you're still going to have to use your flashlight to navigate around the spooky corridors. Alright, but I think I've kept you guys waiting long enough. There is one more mod I have up my sleeve, and I think this one will blow all the previous ones out of the water. This one is called the QCreature Config, and what it does is that it simply allows you to set the size of any creature in the game custom. Also health and other stats, but size is the main attractor here. Now I purposefully haven't tinkered with any of the other creatures, but well, you'll shortly see what kind of effect this has. Here we are behind the aurora, and I believe we should soon be encountering some very big reapers. Oh god, I saw a little smidge of something, and that makes me feel very, very unhappy. Let me just put it on today for a sec to show you what exactly we're dealing with here. So this right here is a Reaper 4 times the basic size. And this is what you get when you face it at night. Jesus Christ. It's worse that I can't even see it. Oh my god. Whew. Okay, this is not nice. If you thought Subnautica was a scary game, I don't know what to tell you. I think this makes it about 1 billion times worse. Let's just step out and watch this happen. Wow, that makes me feel all kinds of great. And you know, of course, we're not just going to use this on the Reapers. This right here, for example, is a, I believe, double-sized dragon. And I just have to say, oh god, stop. I think this is way more immersive, and this is the size they probably should have been. Now, the benefit of using this over the size randomizer mod, which we've used previously, is that as you can see, the AI is still functional, meaning you can still have these things swimming around. And let's be honest, that is the thing that we really want. That is the true scary part. So, hey, here you go, I suppose. And so guys, with that, I think we're going to cap off this episode. I believe we've effectively transformed Subnautica into as much of a horror game as it can possibly be. There's a 4-time size Reaper somewhere up there, and I am really not looking forward to meeting it. So I'm just gonna end it here, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, maybe consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. All those would be very much appreciated and would help me buy the new pants that I'm going to need after recording this episode. If you have any other suggestions on mods that I should cover or things I should try with Subnautica, please leave that down in the comments as well. I would very much like to read it. And with that, I'm going to wish you a beautiful rest of today, and I'll see you in whatever next video I make. Bye bye.